be able to help draw attention away from the Death Prophet. I'm just not sure if it's really that, like, it's synergistic maybe with their own lineup and the laning phase will be fine for them, but I'm just not sure if it really deals with Razor and SF all that well.
Okay, very quickly from both of you, is this 2-0 to Secret, or are we going 1-1 for some tiebreakers?
I think we have some tiebreakers, a lot of front line here on the side of Newbee, and I'm going to go with Newbee this game.
Is Newbee the team that had Death Prophet?
Yeah.
Jack?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because I legitimately don't remember which team had which lineup.
This is like 20 seconds ago, Cap. What have you been watching?
I wasn't looking at which team had it. I was just looking at the draft. Don't give me shit.
All right, okay.
No, I'm will go Secret.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, they've split themselves on the panel, even if they can't remember which heroes. Just 30. Luckily, I think I vaguely remember the commentary team was like Toby 1 and Black.
I think Cap is hitting old age now, and we thought Red Eye was the oldest person on the panel. There's a lot of beef being thrown around the panel. Personally, I think I don't think Cap's gone full beef. He's gone a little bit more lamb in this last little bit of point. So, what protein are you going with, Black?
And lamb. I'll do a mixture.
Are we having a shish kebab now? Are we? What are we doing?
A shish kebab. No, honestly, I think Secret Draft looks really promising. And I don't really understand the Timbersaw last pick, because it doesn't...
Yeah, we both sat there going, I wonder what this is. Like, can he do anything when he's not repelled?
I mean, the thing is, he deals with Tidehunter really well in the lane, but after the lane, against Disruptor, Razor, SF, Tusk, they have a lot of burst magic damage, which is what Timbersaw hates.
Yeah.
And the only real objective hero they have is a DP. So as soon as the Exorcism is down, they're kind of like... Oh, it's a weird draft. But it can work out. It can work out.
Yeah. Well, we said the same thing about Mineski running a 1-position Omni Knight as well as a 3-position Tuskar in the same game. And that didn't end up going too well. But do note this time around for Team Secret that they are going to be putting Ace into the safe lane. So it's not actually going to be CT wide Razor. They're not going to say, you know, just farm up until you have like
but then again,
Aghanim Scepter and like that extra buff up to your ultimate. Like, don't worry about that. Yep. For now, focus on the SF, focus on doing the hero and the role which we want you to do, and hope the Team Secret can then communicate the way through the rest of it.
But then again, you also have to see SF is probably the most likely to be alone this game.
Yeah, you say that when he's got both the support sitting behind him.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, you know, later in the game.
Yeah, later in the game.
Yeah, like 4 protect 1 kind of thing. If they choose to do that, then SF is the better hero for that, for sure. Yeah. Well played. Because they got to deny it.
Well, Vada's going to have a fun time on this bottom lane. He's battling against Kaka and Mugi.
He's actually
the two of them together.
He's dead.
And, well, he's got some Yapsaw in the neighborhood. Shards actually blocking out Kaka. And Sparta will be able to retreat back out to the lane. So, Yapsaw as well as Kaka can go head-to-head, while Timber, Mugi, as well as Fada get to also have the same level of battle.
Usually skilling the first spell on Timbersaw, level 1, is not what you want to do. Just want to get the armor level 1 and kind of just like sustain on the lane.
No whirling death. You want to have reactive.
Yeah, no whirling death. Yep.
But you could also then see the mindset, right, of like Newbee. They fifth pick this hero. They want to just tell Fada like, hey, like, we know you're not gonna, like, you're gonna go anchor smash first level. Crack it up, man. Like, we are going to fight you.
I mean, Timber lanes really well against Hyde.
Oh, that mid puppy. TP out will be successful. Goes all the way home.
Yep.
It's a decent creep wave coming underneath the tower as well. CTY can be pushed back a long way. He has the razors, of course. Needs to find those CS and not get too far away from the range creeps. Well, every single last hit you can get. Kaka, very low. Yapsaw shotting him up. The Sandstorm, they can't see him. The snowball at point blank range allows Yapsaw to get the last little bit of damage and force him out of the Sandstorm. Yapsaw now Whirling Death connects. One more attack will do it. Mugi, he's behind him, but he's got no way to close the distance. Yapsaw will get away literally with murder and the bounty, unless Kaka is able to catch him.
This is very surprising to me, because this is the lane that they should win 100%, and they're actually losing it. So it's like a bit concerning.
Nothing is ever 100% in this patch.
I guess you're right. I mean, what's the showcase? At top lane, the Razor will absolutely dominate the Omni Knight. He can't really do anything there.
Yeah.
But he's trying to pull the creep wave now, which is the only thing he can really do.
Because what is it? He stands in the lane, and then he's just going to get static linked. Yeah, you both got boots, but... Yeah. Fada. Oh, Whirling Death. I thought for a moment Karka would follow through for the Burrow Strike. Okay, he will, because they got some range creeps and the extra damage behind him. So Fada has to keep anchor smashing, reduce the damage, get back behind the tower, and Mugi has burnt a lot of mana to try and get this kill, and has not succeeded. I said now Puppey glimpsing back as CTY. Don't think he's fully ready for that. Rubik picking him up and throwing him back down again. SDCC, he needs a little bit more damage. That Crypt Swarm should be enough. If he can hit the target, he actually hits with a bait attack. Up the hill. Puppey could do nothing more. And that's that sync that you don't have when you have a stand-in like that. I don't think he was fully ready to hit with the razors on the
he
pullback.
He was not, yeah. They could see it was not that well coordinated. And by the way, one thing we didn't touch at yet is the Razor. His new passive ability actually completely destroys Guardian Angel because it purges it off like every 5 seconds.
Wow. Okay.
So Guardian Angel is actually not going to be a very big deal later on, simply because you have that inbuilt purge on Razor.
So like running close quarters with them, and then Guardian Angel, yeah, won't be anywhere near as effective.
Yep.
Karka again. Snowball coming towards him, trying to create space around the bounty rune. Bada just says no. He doesn't want anything to do with this. When Faith's in the neighborhood, one quick shot could have been thrown out, but at the end of the day, 3 heroes being brought down to this bottom lane to deal with it.
Yeah, that was a bait, like purely bait. And even though Newbee kind of drafted to win those lanes, they're behind in gold right now, which is not the biggest deal, but...
It's the top lane, like... You got a 27-15. That's 15 denies to a Razor who's practically been sitting in the lane by himself.
Yeah, he would just want his lane all the time. The only thing supports will come for to the lane is pulling at levels, if they ever want to do that.
Yep. I love how he's doing the pulls himself, dragging the Radiant Creep Wave over so we can farm up the neutral camps. This is wonderful for Maze, because hey, the Dark Creep Wave's not going to do anything. Rolling bottle forward, Faith wants to keep running out this one. Kark is the neighborhood, but then again, so is Puppey. They can keep that vision up, a quick glimpse. Karka, shards block him in. Oh no! His Burrow Strike wasn't far enough, which allows CTY to hit the Razor's head. Whoopsie daisy indeed. That was as almost awkward as the whoopsie daisy from Hugh Grant.
Actually a pretty big deal, because SF got like all his souls back because of that. He only had 10 before, now he has 24.
Mm-hmm. And now they also did the D ward, so the Observe ward in mid lane is gone. That's not only easy money, but it's lack of high ground vision for the Death Prophet to make plays. Yep. And it's not like SCCC is walking around with the Storm Spirit who can like jump up and give remnants and like all these cool things that can just create space. It's a Death Prophet. You play with the information you got and walk at him.
Poor SCC. I don't think he's a big fan of Death Prophet, but you know, you gotta go with what you get.
He's the one that drafted it, really. So. It does make for a little bit more of a passive mid lane, which for CTY and for Team Secret, it definitely seems to be a lot more advantageous for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Because this top lane is still nothing. Like, KP is a non-factor in this game at the moment. Ace is already at level 7 to the level 4 of KP. Plans to feel we'll get to reveal him in the trees. Ace wants to keep this movement going, and KP straight out. He TPs to the tier 2 tower, so it's not too far away. That's 126 stolen points of damage. Now bottom lane, they're diving in underneath the tier 1 and tier 2 tower. Karka goes to the Burrow Strike. There's no time to Ravage, picking up Yaktor, keeping the sun over on Fada. The shards don't block in Mugi, but Mugi, 17 one-shots will give him his mana back again if they want to try and fight him, and they pull him back in range of the tower. Reactive armor charge is starting to build up for Mugi, but they're also dissipating quickly too, as there we go. There's your damage with the Whirling Death. Lost the shard from damage. While top lane, SCCC kills off Ace.
Yeah, but CTY warned him in chat, said Death Prophet is missing. Yeah.
Yeah, Death Prophet is missing.
I don't know.
Well played.
Should have he listened to his warning, Ace. But actually, it's so hard to read chat while you're like killing someone.
Yeah. He was in pretty deep though. Like he pushed past the tier 1, tier 2 tower, but now the top tower has still fallen. So you're in very deep. You're still claiming an objective. Yeah. You can still move around. So yes, SCCC has got a lot of money to his name. Probably got a lot of experience out of that as well. Hence he's down a level in front of the SF. But Ace is still a beast.
Yeah, for sure. It was worth it because you also wasted the time of the DP. Forced the rotation, got a tower, everything Gucci.
Hold the creep wave back.
Don't go up the hill.
What are they doing down on bottom? Ace, again, finding himself underneath towers.
They want to smoke up with the DP and get the bot tower with Exorcism. Or maybe not even smoke, just go for it straight.
Well, Burrow Strike over on the Tidehunter. Support can rotate over. He has Ravage available if he wants to pop it. More help is on the way. And here comes the Shards, try and block him out. Kaka in mid-room. Oh, Farder actually just popping anyway. And Yapsol will follow him into the afterlife.
They're losing
Snowball only delays the inevitable. Unless, well, one charges, keep the distance from the Exorcism. And Shards, oh, no. He can at least claim the bounty rune, but Exorcism spirits are able to catch him. Now Ace tries to turn the damage in. Remember, SDCC, that is going to last a little bit longer, but will last long enough. He kind of actually wanted to last less time than that. Plasterfield, it's on cooldown. Moogie, the Shards from Yapsol will find the kill. Ace gets brought down by the Chakram. And Moogie has a level 1 Timber Chain, which will allow him to escape from both Farder as well as Yapsol.
I'm really surprised that the DP just died like that, honestly. He just walked up the hill and right-clicks the Razor, Razor right-clicks him, and he just died. Curious. I actually thought Farder would pop the Ravage as soon as he popped the Exorcism, because when he pops the Exorcism here, he has no way he can pressure the bot tower, and they have the same cooldown. So basically it's like a Ravage to save 2 heroes, and wasted Exorcism on top of that. I thought he would have done it, but now they have the Ravage, they don't have Exorcism, so
Ace,
big time window.
starts to steal that damage again from KP. He's going to TP back down towards the shrine.
This Omni is having a very rough game.
Yeah, it's not great for him. CS is not terrific. He's 0-1-1 as well, so the net worth wise, like he is not building up on this. In fact, his net worth is behind that of every other core on the map, but at least he's in front of the supports for now.
Barely.
Yapsol, this is Yapsol, man. He's gonna find money anywhere on this map he can get it. He's greedier than EGM.
He's actually going for Spirit Vessel first, which is very strong against DP, and as well as the Timber Saw, because it reduces the HP regen or life leech they get by 70%, or rather spell lifesteal, I guess, from the Spirit Siphon.
They're coming for CTY. Wrap around the back, 3-man smoke from behind, and just Death Prophet from the front. And CTY, well, it looks like, okay, yeah, the box was perfectly drawn on where Newbee is. So Puppey will be the bait. If they want to go on him, he's very much bait, because Farder's in the neighborhood. They have Ravage available. But because Puppey's not in the front lines, they can't just glimpse SDCC back underneath the tower when he was aggressive just then. And Newbee are giving it up.
Yeah, Exorcism is back online, so they might want to try to commit it for the tower, while Timbersaw's pretty much soloing the bot tower.
Yeah. Creep skipping through that one. Deny on the tower, able to be achieved by CTY.
That 500 gold to the Shadow Blade. I wonder whether Tide is going for the Blink first this game, or the Pipe into a mech. I would like to see a Blink, because they don't really have any other tempo hero.
Oh, Radiant Courier snipe.
Oh, he rolls punched it.
Well, Faith and KP, we're trying to fight the other one. Here goes your static link, so the toss away is not going to work. Faith, oh, that damage is too much. You can glimpse back the corpse.
Yep, welcome back.
It's like, I thought my body was delivered back home to my parents. No.
No,
we're keeping a souvenir. We're gonna mount your staff on my wall.
Very sadistic.
Oh, Farder wants to smoke gank. So they are going to group up for this one. SF is on the way. Just shrining quickly before they do this.
Yeah, he's also got a Shadow Blade on the courier.
Oh, it's all 5 together? And they are... Okay, so it's 4 of them. They're again doing this whole thing where it's like, you know what, just CTY, do your thing until you probably have Silver Edge. Then come and join the fight to break the Timber Saw.
He might also go BKB after the Shadow Blade. We'll have to see whether he takes the aggressive or defensive approach.
Observe what the range of it. It does see Moogie for the moment, and here comes, friends. He Timber Chains up right now, so 2 seconds before he can do that again. They hold him in position, raise, storm, and that is going to be a kill going the way of Puppey of all people.
Well played.
But more importantly, it's the Timber Saw going down. Meanwhile, Newbee looking for their own rebuttal which is going to be that tier 1 tower attack up on top. They're burning Exorcism to do this.
But you know, it's very tough if you have to burn Exorcism to get 1 tower, because after that, they can't teamfight anymore.
Yep, and they're going to lose their mid-tier 1 tower for it in return.
Yeah, that's why this lineup is a bit iffy to play, simply because everything is dependent on this DP. Tower push as well as teamfight dominance.
Kaka spotted out, getting Gush and Anchor smashed. Down to 2/3 of his HP. Doesn't have epicenter, so you don't have that nice ultimate on top. It's a 3-2-1 build from him. They're going in for Ace. Burrow strike forward. Space created with the shards, pushing Moogie back a little bit further. Fada still has that Ravage available. Keep that in mind as he gets picked up. That's the 4-man Ravage right there if he wants it, but the Spirit Siphons, they're waiting this out as long as they can. Ace comes back into the engagement. Hit up by that Burrow strike from Kaka. Fada really, really low. Has to one-shot to stay alive. Disrupt the wall. Creates the space and Moogie can't chain up there. And in fact, Fada is leaving. They don't want this fight. But maybe they'll be forced into it anyway. Yapsaw stunned up. No, they are away. Fada says get back. And they will oblige.
It makes me think how comfortable Moogie is on the Timbersaw, because he missed like 3 of his chakrams on the Tidehunter. He should have actually died there. The chakrams were off target. Rubik is going for... He only has Tranquil Boots. Usually you get mana boots on the hero.
Yeah. Maybe feeling the pressure was coming a little bit earlier. How would you then build it? Like, do you think about getting like Soul Ring?
Yeah. You need a Soul Ring. You need some kind of mana.
At least it'll be more sustainable for him.
Yeah, for sure.
But heroes like Sand King, who also went for Tranquil Boots, KP who went for Phase Boots, there's not a lot of mana regeneration in this lineup for Newbee.
Oh, there's not. They need at least 1 mana boots.
Yeah. But they don't have it. And now they're going to lose KP. Snowball forward. He's going to repel himself up. Yapsaw. Oh, misses a shard block. But Puppy can wait it out. And KP's had a long time going on a run. So they'll hold him inside the wall to begin with. Don't want to let him just TP out if he's got no mana for it. So Yapsaw throws the Urn on him. And KP, they're trying to give it to CTY.
Oh, he actually used Guardian Angel too.
Actually burns that?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Very long cooldown to expand there for basically nothing.
Ah, with so many heroes chasing him as well, like, that has to have been a misclick.
Well, at least it was good space. Sand King 300 gold for Blink Dagger. The DP finisher Yules going for BKB next. But so still working on his Bloodstone.
Nice deep Observer ward from Team Secret. Just back behind the tower, Puppy. Able to get the vision on him to glimpse into the storm. Oh, the shards almost pushing him out. In fact, I think it does. Dual Scepter up into the air. SCC will hit the ground. Ravage connects into the back lines. They're just trying to keep KP out of this fight to stop SCC from getting more life. The shards again pushing out, but into the waiting hands of CTY. 2 heroes will drop, and even if Yapsaw didn't intend it, it all works out in the end.
But that's the big problem of wasting the GA on bottom lane when he was just getting caught by himself, because he could have saved the DP right here and they can turn it around with the Exorcism, but it wasn't available to him. So just lose 2 cores like that, and it's looking really rough because they were supposed to win the early game, but that's where they got completely shut down. And
they're going to attack.
They're going to attack high ground, yeah.
They don't have the Ravage anymore, so this isn't a legitimate attack in. In fact, you already see CTY TPing into the middle lane. There's too many creeps to farm up and a tower to deny. Puppy will make the space for that to happen. So 2 out of the 3 towers of Team Secret, their tier 1s, have been denied. Fada, successful TP out.
They're all running bottom again.
Yep. If they get out of this one, what was it, Yapsaw? Okay, Ice Shards are stolen, but the wall is created.
Yep.
There's a lot of holding hands here from Team Secret to ensure you get out safely.
Does SF actually work on a Saint Yasha? He's not going for the BKB or the Silver Edge.
Really? Against that lineup, you'd think it would be.
Silver Edge is quite handy, yeah, but Saint Yasha is also alright, I guess. But
is it just pure stats then? Like what, you get... You finish up the Silver Edge after the SMY and then you go Skadi or whatever?
That can work as well, yeah. But BKB is also really important for him, so I'm not entirely sure which way he's going to take.
Here comes Newbee down the mid.
4-man smoke.
Yeah, 4-man smoke up, then that Blink Dagger. Kaka closed the distance quickly and Siege. Yeah, right, he's dead.
They might want to go Roche with the Exorcism now.
Yeah, that they might. Yapsaw, good Observer ward. This is what helped them set all this up. The silence will be there. Yapsaw will fall. The other reason why you need that BKB. Like, he's not picking up Manta, so there's no way to break free of the silence of SCCC.
I'm actually not too sure I like this item build on CTY. If he had the BKB there, for example, he wouldn't even have died. He just ran out.
Does seem very odd. And this all allowed Newbee now to take Roshan with no SF, with no Ravage, with no Tusker.
Yeah, but again, same problem is they can't pressure anything now, and they can't teamfight either. They have to wait for the DP ult to be off cooldown again. Who took the Aegis? The Timbersaw actually, right?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really make a lot of sense on DP, so...
Yeah. You burn your Exorcism, then you're kind of done for a while.
Yeah. And Omni-Knight is actually going back for Hand of Midas. Minute 18, he still doesn't have it.
He's playing catch-up Dota at the moment. 4.6k in the net worth, the 5k of the SK.
He's gonna be like not having a lot of impact for a while, at least.
Well, Ace has finished up his SMY. The other SMY, I believe, is flying out. Actually, he's already on the SF, so they got double SMY on Team Secret's cause. And they need that opportunity. Ravage is back off cooldown. All ultis are out from Team Secret, and they know they can fight. Without the Exorcism, this is fight time. Farder is probably going to be a critical target to look at him go forward. Moogie, Timber Chains over the top of CTY. Having that invis of his, without the jump from Farder, like he's got mech, not Blink Dagger, it's difficult for Team Secret to get the initiation.
So he did go into the mech first, yeah.
He did.
And then SF didn't have like max souls either, so... It wouldn't have been a perfect fight, but as you said, there's no DP ult, and if there's a time to fight, then that's that.
Yep.
40 seconds off cooldown.
Try and force it when the primary source of damage is going to be the Timbersaw moving.
Yeah.
And then you rely on Puppey to control him.
Well, now a lot of damage can also come from the Sand King, because none of them have a BKB, and no Hood is available either. They might actually also try to burst down the DP, because they got a Spirit Vessel now, so the Spirit Siphon won't really do much anymore.
It still seems really like odd to not have that BKB against this lineup, but
yeah, he's building into it now on the SF.
Okay,
but he still needs like another 2.5k gold.
That's a lot of stats. It's also a lot of time without the Silver Edge. Yeah. Like you don't have the counter to the Timbersaw right now.
Yeah, it is an interesting item build for sure. But CTY has a lot of those interesting item builds, so.
Now, are we going back to Mr. Moonshard now? Is that what we're talking about?
No, I don't want to call it bad. It's just like a different approach.
Moogie knows his approach.
Bloodstone up and running. No, since he gets it from the secret shop. Hand of Midas on the Omni Knight as well as the 90 GPM talent, so that should help him catch up quite quickly. 1000 to the BKB on DP.
So a lot of immunity to come, and it's going to be a big telling time for Newbee. Needs some good fights to get the charges onto that Bloodstone.
Popped Exorcism again to get the top tower. And after that they have to be afraid again for another 90 seconds.
Well, it's a full commitment. While mid lane they're going to initiate onto the Sand King is at least what Team Secret are attempting to do.
But that's what I mean. If you don't buy Blink on the Tide, you really don't have anyone that can like get into their faces at all.
That's what the panel was asking for. It's like, well, Team Secret still need initiation. Now, you've got counter initiation, which comes from Glimpse. But you've sort of also got to counter that if KP's in the right position with the Repel.
Yeah. And now the BKB as well on the DP. Needs 500 gold to finish that one up. Also, is looking to buy Boots of Travel, get some global presence.
A lot of space and time being created. That advantage that Team Secret was able to build by just forcing down the lanes, it's slowly whittling away.
Yeah. Well, the two physical cores are very, very farm still at least. And as we spoke about it before, the Razor kind of counters the Guardian Angel. To some degree at least. Of course it doesn't go through BKB if they do it on the DP, for example.
Yeah. I think it's smoke time again. Blink Dagger reveal for the Tidehunter. Yeah. And Smoker's on the Tusker. So they can go for this. Moogie's trying to run himself outside their base thanks to the Observer Ward in the mid. Yapsaw. Moogie tries to go on him. Where's the friends? Nearby, you have Ace. Trying to steal the damage. The shards will hold him in position for absolutely no time whatsoever. The wall does more of that.
Yeah. They have to be careful on Secret that they don't hit like an anti-timing, because both BKBs are like 1000 gold away, so they have to be really careful with that. But if you die just before you buy your BKBs, that can actually cost you the game.
And so they just want to get that fight. Big Ravage with multiple heroes stunned up in the same area, so Disruptor can get the Storm Wall up. and Ace can then steal all the damage. So then you have that physical DPS, which isn't there from the SF currently.
And the thing is also, once they have 2 BKBs, how does Newbee actually kill them? They need to kite out the BKBs for sure.
Yeah.
Even if you pop Exorcism, you do not have the physical damage to kill those.
Because you're still going to have so much sustain.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard for them to teamfight after the 2 BKBs.
Oh, there goes the Aegis the Immortal, so enough reason to why Team Secret was probably not looking to fight.
Yeah.
It times out now.
SF 500 BKB.
Aggressive ward from Kaka. They want to be able to see closer towards the tower. And SCCC's got the choice, so now that there is no Aegis the Immortal, Team Secret are grouped up around the mid. CTY is AWOL. He's just having a great old time in the bottom lane. TP just came off cooldown, and he's worried where they are. He goes all the way home even.
Yeah, buying his BKB now.
Yep.
So now they have 2 BKBs up, and Secret is definitely going to look to a teamfight now.
Newbee looks like they want to oblige. Ace, well, Moogie. Timber chains down. Back into the front lines. They push towards that tier 2 tower. And where is that jump in? Farda's looking for an opportunity. He's not visible where he is. And SCCC's in a pretty susceptible position. Waiting for that BKB. It's coming out from Ace. And now SCC does the same kind of thing. Turns around with the Spirit Cybers. The backline Puppy is playing around with the SK. They're going to bring him down, or will they? The Burrow strike up. It comes a little bit too late. Farda's Ravage comes in the perfect time. Connecting into Faith, not allowing him to steal and return that. But Moogie is a real pain in the butt. He's going through 4 heroes, but he is all alone. Did so much damage, but no friends to hold his hand and follow up. And Team Secret get the fight they were searching for. Not only do they take out 3 heroes, they remove Bloodstone charges, and they lose nothing of value.
Yeah. They didn't even spend BKB on the SF, and DPO is on cooldown now as well.
This is tier 1, tier 2 in mid then, with no Exorcism and those BKB still existing. Like,
yeah. They might even try to pressure high ground a little bit, because they don't have DP ult.
That would be pretty ballsy.
It would be pretty ballsy, yep.
For now, they're just cleaning up the creep wave. Faith, okay, Moogie wants to go back in again. They get the pick up on the Disruptor. Remember, he's still got Glimpse, so you want to attack aggressively into this one. Puppy can pull you back in. Same thing with those aggressive TPs. You can send it back. KP blinking forward. They want to kill him off quickly, and they're able to do so. 51 seconds without KP. Moogie jumps in closer, but the Razors, they're doing work all with the stack. Epicenter in from Kaka in the back lines. At least he can bring down Ace. But it's up to CTY with Pumpy glimpsing back in Kaka. The pickup is there from Faith. The damage, it will finally be done to bring down Kaka, but Faith on the run. Physical DPS from this SF is huge, but it's Yamsor of all bloody ass people that takes the triple kill out of this fight.
He always gets a kill somehow.
Greedy dick. Love you, Yapsol.
It makes you wonder.
Never change who you are.
Makes you wonder, does he last at them, or is it just like by chance?
CTY is like, I did 4.1k damage in this fight. Why? Why do I only get 1 of these kills? Well, let's watch it again anyway.
Alright, so
heavy amounts of damage at the start from Moogie, but this move from KP.
Yeah, he blinked in, and he basically just suicided. He blinked into 5 heroes and just got completely bursted down.
It's like he thought he could tank it originally and then maybe trigger Guardian Angel if everyone was close behind him, but yeah, it didn't happen.
But it was very awkward how they fought, because first of all the Omni blinks in alone, and then after the Timber chains in alone, and they both just get picked off 1 by 1. And then after the Sand King goes in and kills the Razor at least, but then of course he's also alone, gets also picked off, and what's just like 1 by 1 by 1 by 1.
That sounds like a lot of people forever alone.
Yeah. But now they respawn and they're all happily living together.
Okay, Team Secret, for the advantage they were losing over the last 10 minutes, they're back to where they started at 6k.
Yeah.
A little bit further than 6k as well.
And it's only gonna get bigger, honestly. Like, they can't fight these BKBs at all. They can't contest them.
They still have Silver Edge, pop the Glimpse, pulling Moogie in, Requiem at point blank range. They really wanted that kill and they got it. The Ravage controlled up Faith as well as SCCC. Ravage was stolen by Faith. They have to be careful about this and be very mindful. It had to have been called out. But where's the jump? Puppy, he would love to have a Glimpse back. Faith, they're trying to keep him alive. And now the Ravage from Faith. It connects on Ace as well as on Farda. Epicenter coming in from the SK. Some decent damage with the BKBs from Ace as well as from CTY will allow him to survive. Puppy won't be so lucky. Spirit Cypher making an escape. Very difficult to say the least.
But against Exorcism expanded.
Oh, they blinked in. SEC is taking so much damage from Ace. Up in towards the air. KP wants to jump in. Now it's SF's turn, but SEC's already got the double kill thanks to that Exorcism. They were battling against Karka, who was keeping the rest of Team Secret occupied. But Moogie TP's up towards the shrine. You can say goodbye to your little Tuskar. Rolling boulder forwards in to Karka. But the follow-up is there from Moogie. So Team Secret forcing the issue and being punished.
I mean, it's alright still because, again, Exorcism is spent, and then where does the tower push come from?
That's true, but you did pump a lot of money and gold, money experience into SCCC.
Yeah,
he practically got a solo kill right there on Ace.
I mean, the only way they really win this game is like complete late game, where they can just like win these fights repeatedly with an Octarine core on DP, where it's like your cooldown on the ult is like a minute.
It's just third Roshan, get refresher shot.
Yeah, you definitely need that, and they're actually going for. Now they can't go for Roche. They don't have Exorcism.
Yeah, with that accident, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Maybe later.
Maybe later, yeah. Moogie's actually down to 5 Bloodstone charges.
Well, okay, that's not cool.
That is not a lot.
Split up and farm.
Get back, split up and farm.
Hey, they found a way to communicate, so that works.
Yeah, and they also had a translator in there, but the translator had to leave after the draft, right? Is that how it works?
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Okay.
I love how out of all the kills, deaths, assists, like the highest killer on the board right now is in fact Yapso.
Yeah,
7-4-8. At least he's been heavily involved. Like there's, well, who else holds that lead? Puppy's been involved in 13 of the kills. So same amount as Yapso.
Yeah. By the way, it's a thing to note: the Ravage is still stolen, off cooldown in 20 seconds, and it's gonna last for like another minute.
Yeah, it's actually quite impressive. Newbee kept him alive.
Yeah, I mean, Secret was like so hard that they even dived the tier 3 tower to try and kill him.
Puppy wants to put a ward up on the hill. They see Karka. They got double wards down. Quick sentry ward can actually keep warded in time. Nope, the glint. Repel. It stops the pull back. Waste the storm, and the fire strike is nice. Fada able to actually get his ulti off, but CTY got wrecked.
He just ran up the hill without any vision, and he just got wrecked.
Yeah. He thought the Observe Wall was going to remain up. Maybe didn't realize the sentry was instantly planted down next to it. Obviously, we have that information. Yapso with a nice shot. Karka and Faith get a small way around it. But it just seems like Puppy, as well as Yapso, are on crowd control. Just shard and wall, shard and wall, shard and wall. But Exorcism is burnt, and Newbee can't do Roshan again. Everlasting
problem. No Exorcism. What do you do? Well, you get map control.
Oh, they're going mid? I think they're actually trying to chase. Okay, it's not going to happen.
They need to de-ward this ward right now because they know it's there. They need to de-ward it straight.
Yep.
Please don't forget about it.
They have a new one though, so like even if this one gets de-warded, they still have another one Team Secret in the mid lane.
Yeah. And they didn't use the Ravage.
Faith, you can see it.
Yeah.
And, he's giving it to KP.
They didn't use the Ravage it either, but it's gonna run out any time now. Yeah. DP, 500 health, level 20. Huge.
Well, bottom lane's being pressured in while all this is going on. So, Fada getting more space.
Usually it's very, very difficult to win with these kind of lineups where you don't have any physical hitter at all, especially like late game, minute 40 plus. It's going to be so difficult for them to really contest the Dire side, but they're doing a really good job doing it right now, and I don't know, they will fall off at some point, surely.
I just love how I haven't had a Lotus Orb in this entire tournament in the games upcast, and now there's 2 in this series. We get another one now, it's on Moogie.
Lotus Orb. I mean, it is good against the Razor, and that's pretty much it. Actually, why Lotus Orb?
Yeah, does it break you free of stuns? Does it dispel Glimpse?
No, it does not.
Okay.
And doesn't break you free of stuns either. The only thing it's good at is like, you Lotus Orb the target, you think Razor's gonna like static link, and then you static link each other, and Razor doesn't really get damage.
It doesn't really work though, like then Ace is still gonna have to willingly do it, or you do it at the perfect timing.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not sure why you get 2 Lotus Orbs actually, because they don't have silences either. It's a bit awkward.
Well, Lotus Orb I was talking from game 1. Here they come in. Exorcism is back up again.
Yeah. Finally going to do Roshan with it.
Yep.
And Secret doesn't want to fight this, I think.
They have Ravage up and running, but they're not in a good position for it. They don't hold vision security, and an AC just got completed over on the Shadow Fiend. So It may just be that high ground defense that they're looking to do.
Yeah. Well, now they have like another 100 seconds again to apply pressure because no DP ult.
All that armor. You're getting a Shiva's Guard over on the Razor. You're getting an AC onto the SF.
Yeah, but that's the only damage they have, right?
It was actually the second Lotus Orb. You're right. Like the other one was built on KP.
Yeah. They're building 2 Lotus Orbs against, like, you know.
Yeah, against what?
It's not really a Lotus game, in my opinion.
You sit in the back lines at the Ravage. 2 heroes back in fighting condition.
Or you like Lotus Orb someone and he like gushes himself and then can't blink and ravages the floor.
Again, like you're relying on mistakes to happen to make that Lotus Orb effective.
But then again, Dota is a game of mistakes.
True.
Could happen. I'm not saying it will. I'm saying it might. True. It doesn't have to happen.
Radiant Scan's going to trigger positive, but with YapzOr cleaning out the wave, they also know what's going on. There's the SK adding some nice split push pressure. So Team Secret, the Creeway's going to spot up in a second, so they don't have to come back, but they're going to anyway.
Yeah. Like if this game reaches real late game, the Timbersaw will be able to dish out a lot of damage because the BKBs are going to run down to like 5 seconds. I'm a bit scared though because both the Timber and the Omni, they build like support items only. Like the Timber doesn't really go into damage. Usually if you want to go into damage, you go like Aghanims, you go Dagon, you go Octarine, you go these kind of items. But he's going to Lotus Orb and no idea what he's going to go next. I really hope he's going into the Aghanims. I'll take your tribute. Or at least some kind of damage. Yeah. They really need damage. That's all they're lacking right now.
Speaking of Aghanims, the other thing which can probably lock down the Timber in the late game is if Disruptor can have more than 4,000 net worth and pick up his own Aghanim Scepter.
Unlikely with YapzOr on the team though.
Yeah, it really is.
YapzOr can you buy what? No.
Well, YapzOr's building the pipe, so I don't think you could really complain about YapzOr. He's still a good team player with all the money he gets.
Oh yeah, of course. He's building all the good team items. Even the Spirit Vessel is so strong against both the Timbersaw, Omniknight, and even the DP as well. He's smoked up right now. Exorcism is off cooldown. But these kind of smokes are pretty obvious because you know you're not really pushing any lanes out.
And they're going to walk right into Secret, so Smoke will break Karka. Quick Sandstorm just wants to get up the hill to see Puppey in the neighborhood, and Team Secret really don't want this. YapzOr's already making the call to get back.
Get back, get back.
Yeah. Exorcism is up. This is a dangerous fight for Team Secret to go into, especially when they don't see Faith. Actually, they have the Sentry Ward in the lane. They may have got a glimpse of him.
Yeah. What do you think of MKB SF? The only evasion they have is Solar Crest. I think there's a lot of better damage items, right?
Yeah, it does seem a little odd. But at the same time, as far as like full damage dealing items on the SF, what would you really get instead? Like we talked about the Skadi for stats, but he's already got a lot of stats with the SMY, so it would be like Daedalus or MKB.
Daedalus, MKB, Butterfly's not bad against the DP.
There's your Smoke gank around the back. They have Ravage available on Newbee.
Careful.
They still have the high ground. They know where they're going to be up on the west, but this initiation, it has to be perfect from Team Secret, or else they're going to get counter-initiated very heavily. Here comes your Ravage. BKB from SD was very quick, but the SK deleted from the face of the Moogie. He actually has a small bit of defense thanks to that Lotus Orb of his, but Ace starting to deal a heavy amount of damage. How much can he pump in? 280 points. How much he stole? But the Ravage stolen from Faith, hitting 3 heroes for Team Secret, and they're already on the run. The Requiem of Souls makes it a little bit more difficult to pump the damage. They retreated back up towards the shrine, but Moogie spoiling the party. Somehow, only 1 hero from either side is dead. And Ace is just going straight to the bottom lane. He can push the wave out, force Newbee to come back if he wants to, and then TP out himself, and already Newbee is retreating.
The Razor got really lucky. He survived like 100 health, but the only reason why Secret won that fight, or like not really won, but started off the fight so well, is because Sankin was completely out of position. He was just like running around here in vision for some reason. I really don't know why or what he was doing here, but they're kind of just running back and forth.
It's either bait. You kind of got a Timbersaw to be the bait.
Yeah, you definitely, because there was also the 2 cores were hitting the tower, and Sankin was running back and forth. There was like an easy 3-man Ravage for the Tidehunter.
Yeah.
Did they retrieve the gem because he had a gem on him?
Gem of True Sight is currently on YapzOr.
Yeah, so they stole the gem as well. Sankin dropped that one.
Oh boy. And you also noticed too the build coming in from Fada. They understand how important the Ravage is. Going for a Refresher Orb. So they're going to have double the Ravage. Ace is going to have double the BKB. Not double the BKB. Maybe think of a refresher shot. He's going to have an Aghanim Scepter coming up as his next item.
Yeah, and so Mugi listened to us. He went for that Aghanim Scepter. A lot of damage on him. Yep.
Fantastic.
Ravage up on Rubik in 1 minute. Exorcism up in 40. So they're probably gonna try to look to initiate with that Ravage, like even solo kill someone like a Razor, SF. Okay, honestly anyone, because it's gonna expire in 1 minute.
Yeah, just pop a target, open up the field, and then look in towards Roshan. Like obviously he's still gonna take some time himself.
Yeah, Roshan is gonna respawn in 2 minutes.
And they're still holding that cheese. I believe that was on SCCC.
Yes, it is still on SCCC.
Yeah.
He almost Octarine coin, 600 gold.
Wow.
That's gonna be a very big deal. Because then the downtime where they're really vulnerable is gonna be so much shorter.
You have SF with his completed up MKB.
Yeah.
So now hitting at roughly 260.
Well, it doesn't give damage anymore. Only attack speed.
Yeah.
I really hope he's gonna go like Daedalus next.
Oh, Fire Strike, Ace has to burn his BKB. The Glimpse gonna send Karka back. He also dropping towards the air. Leaves Puppy. Well stranded. The double chakrams are on top of him, and oh, poor Disruptor. The sacrificial mount.
He just got cut into pieces.
He did. You want some of that beef? Currently, Raptors on the menu.
Normal lamb.
Lamb works when you get like a sheep stick.
Yeah.
We don't have sheep sticks anymore. We got like frog sticks and pig sticks.
Yeah. I'm really surprised Newbee's doing so well this late into the game with their lineup. It's kind of awkward.
It is, but at the same time, like a lot of that power does seem to come back into Mugi now, and SCCC looks just unkillable.
Yeah.
Like they need the
DP
they need the SF to do some work.
Yeah, but DP looks really crazy this tournament. It has been like picked almost every game now.
Been pretty high up there.
Wait,
middle lane, looking for initiation, not gonna find it.
3 damage per soul on SF, so that's a damage increase of like 90-ish.
That's good for him. Plus 242 on the SF.
242, yeah.
180 damage from Necromastery.
Yeah, 350.
Well, this will allow him to actually do something in the fights.
And a lot of attack speed. The thing is, if they somehow get a stun on him, they don't have a save on Secret other than the Tusk. Oh, he actually bought a Blink Dagger now. Never mind. He will be able to save him. Man, he's so rich on the Tusk. Pipe, Force, Spirit Vessel, and Pipe.
Yep. And now he's going to go for the snowball speed as well. No Walrus Punch. I wonder if he goes for the Ice Shot. Like, what do you go for the 25 on Tusker?
Okay, it's kind of like a meme, the Walrus Punch, because every time you auto-attack someone, you can Walrus Punch him.
Okay.
It's like a 12% chance of your auto-attack being a Walrus Punch.
Okay, but then you need to actually be sitting there attacking him. And,
that's
right now
do.
He seems to be that...
he wants to save people. Yeah, he wants to save people. So he's probably going to go for Ice Shots because he's support. But if you run him offlane, you build some attack speed items, it's actually pretty impactful later on. Like every 9th hit, you like Walrus Punch them.
New items are up. Aghanim Scepter for the Razor, Octarine for the Death Prophet. Obviously both these items going to be fantastic for the fights, and the next one should be around Roshan. What's our timer now for Roshan before he's going to spawn up? We're in the goal point, so 52 seconds,
52 seconds yeah.
before we have the big man up.
400 gold on Aghanimus for the Omni Knight. That is going to be a huge upgrade for them.
It's always fine, there's some music. I know TP is important, but he's got his MKB in the backpack.
Yeah, it's more like I would put the Shadow Blade in there probably.
He's trying to use the Shadow Blade to scout and get initiation on, but yeah, so careful.
Yeah, okay.
Careful. Ravage double is now available, so Refresher Orb is there. Yaptos's kind of given a lot of pressure to that bottom lane. That's a lot of range creeps just pushing in the lane.
And Newbee need to wait a while for the Omni to get his Aghanim. He needs 200 gold for it. It's gonna make a very huge difference in these team fights.
Roshan only a couple of seconds away now.
Yeah, they're waiting
still
for
hovering around the pit. Team Secret, they're all in position bar 1, and that is all Yappy.
Iceberg 23, Razor 24, 25 soon.
That's a nice rune for a Tidehunter.
Yeah.
Just found himself an Invis rune.
When Razor reaches level 25, he hard counters Omni Knight so damn badly. -3 seconds cooldown on the passive.
Someone give that man a tome.
Dude, every 2 seconds he's gonna purge a Guardian Angel of someone.
Well, Guardian Angel now is gonna buff up as well. Aghanim Scepter arrives for the Omni Knight.
Yeah. They need this 25 on Razor. He has like 100 XP. He needs to farm 1 neutral camp.
Yeah, I'm just calling for the go command.
Is he going for it? Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
He's smart. He's smart.
So they smoke up on the Radiant side, well away from any kind of newbie ward. Then Ace, smoke will break. Mugi, as well as Ace see each other.
Mugi's scared.
And they're actually going to move to Roshan themselves.
Yeah.
The big man's alive, but it's a dangerous thing to do without better vision.
This one is important though, as a refresher shard. If DP gets this one, it's going to be very hard for Secret to fight.
Yep. So and if Razor gets this one, then it's fantastic for Secret to fight.
Yeah, or even Tidehunter.
Oh,
he has his own refresher as well.
Yes.
3 Ravages.
3 Ravages? I think by that point it's a little overkill. You want to bring in more damage.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
double Requiem. Does that even like?
It is a thing, but it's probably
doesn't sound as useful as like double Eye of the Storm. I'm too classic for that kind of stuff. Like I love seeing like the double Eye of the Storms pushing down barracks like it used to.
Oh, he actually went Aghanims on Razor.
Yeah, he got the Aghs a while ago.
Yeah. Then it actually makes a lot of sense. He should actually get a refresher next anyways with this item build, instead of the drums.
Wait,
and then a triple Eye of the Storm.
Wait, no, well, technically, wouldn't you be able to do quad? Does the refresh shard works on refresher orb?
It does not.
Okay, then yeah.
That would be a bit OP.
Yeah, it would be massively OP, but it would be pretty sick.
It would be very fun and Invoker and stuff.
Welcome to Turbo Mode. We're finding ways to end games without them going for like 80 hours.
Actually, if you look at the gold advantage, it's only 1k. It has steadily been going into the favor of Newbee.
Well, it seems like Team Secret only get like a large portion of money when they're able to take a team fight, and the rest of the time it's Newbee playing the good global game, as opposed to before in the early game where it was more of a, Newbee's actually really good at split push. Fire Strike is out, he becomes Ravage #1, and again the SK controlled up SEC and his BKB. So he is able to back up from this. The Lotus Soul is protecting him for the moment, and now Guardian Angel being worked out. Requiem of Souls, Sparta in for that second Ravage. Ravage stolen by Faith. He's going to look to return in just a second. Sparta dropping low, they can't force himself away. Firing up with Faith. Ravage doesn't click anything. They're all too far out, so Ravage is burnt on both sides. And again, the wall is there. They're trying to keep the discs, but won't be enough. Yep, Soul will fall. Gem of True Sight is down. Even before that fight began, the Radiant Courier was sniped when the Gem of True Sight was lost.
Okay, I think the only thing Newbee needs to be more careful about is the Sanking. He keeps getting bursted in every fight if that doesn't happen, because they don't really have much lockdown other than Sanking. And they need to make sure that they can actually stop them from running away, because DP is permanently hasted now with the level 25 talent.
Push with this?
No, they can't, because DP doesn't ult again.
Because the creep wave on the bottom has like 7 range creeps pushing it in. If they let it go, the tower would have taken too much damage.
Wow, this is a long timber chain, man.
What the hell?
Out of the screen. Woo!
What the hell?
There's 25 talent, yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, look at the Sanking. Look at the Sanking. He can't be in this position. It's very bad for him.
Especially when he misses the Barra Strike on Fada. Like when that Ravage connected, there was nothing he could do.
Yeah, he actually didn't miss it, I think. It's just the Kraken Shell that
procced off?
Yeah.
Okay.
400 damage, I think, right? No, 450. But yeah, he can't be in this position without a BKB at least. He needs the BKB, then it's completely fine if he does it, because he won't die. But he's like the pick of potential they need with the DP ult. You see this? They just run away from the DP.
Yeah.
And like that's the only way to kill people.
Team Secret have a couple of numbers nearby.
Yeah, this timber chain looks so funny, man. It's like 2 screens.
Cheer up! I once caught a chain this big!
Alright, they got DP ult up again. They want to go for this Roche for sure. They want to get the refresher shard.
And Team Secret have to try and contest this, but you don't have Ravage.
How long? It's 40 seconds and then 80 seconds on refresher.
Oh, bad. It'll be better now he's got the 25% cooldown reduction, but he has to wait for both to come off cooldown for that to be effective.
Yeah, Rubik's Ravage is up in 30 seconds as well.
And he's got a Blink Dagger this time. He only hit the 4-staff last time. Now it's Blink and 4-staff.
Now he can actually get properly into position. Because if the Ravage of Rubik actually hits 1 or 2 more people, well, it didn't hit anyone, right?
Yeah.
If it hits 1 or 2 people, then it will be very...
Kaka has to also get off the Lightning Storm, so they would have that happen. Pull back in again. The physical damage bomb from DP required. They need to kill create some space at it's all a Kaka, forward the FK, they're diving in deeper. Fada, pick him up, toss him around like a chopped up melon, but then again, the glimpse pulls them away once more. Unable to get the positioning. The shards locking in KP. There's a wraparound from the rear face. He'll pick up the True side, but Ace is looking for the kill. He turns on the static link. He'll bring in the physical damage. KP will fall. Brought down with the help of CTY. They turn their attention towards Moogie. The Ravage is in there from Faith. It hits hard, but he's already lost his Timber Saw. Now he'll lose his life as well. Newbee with 4 in the grave. 3 without buyback in SECC. He'll burn the BKB in order not to be dragged back in, but this is the big Roshan they were all looking for. It's the Refresher Shard. It is the multiple ultimate ability the Team Secret will now own.
Yeah.
They'll have to repair their side lanes so they can't push in straight away. Refresher Shard does go on to... Okay, they give it to the Titan. Originally, Ace picked that up.
Yeah. I mean, you need to address the problem somehow. Every time DP pops ult, they're just running away. They need to make sure they can actually keep him in place, because as soon as the DP ult is over, they can't win these fights anymore. And that's what happened.
And Kaka, he knows he has to go back in for this stuff, but...
So they kill the Disruptor, but...
That was a 5-man Ravage from Fada. Even if the damage doesn't get done, the space creation is unbelievably good.
Yeah, I felt like the Rubik should have Ravaged up there. He would have gotten 3 targets. It would have been a really, really good Ravage there.
It's like Faith's waiting for the perfect moment and not just like, let's just blow it, get 1 target, while Team Secret are the very opposite.
Yeah, but the thing is, he Ravaged after the DP ult, so most of the damage is actually just gone. Like, he's gonna Ravage very soon. And it's just because Mugi is in trouble.
Yep. If Mugi could stay alive for like just 1 second longer, they would have gotten both those kills as well. Yeah. With a double chakram just whirling through them.
But yes, Radiant is very ulti dependent, so as soon as they blew their load, they can't really contest them anymore. Yep. Because as we said, they don't have any physical DPS other than the DP ult.
So they gave the Aegis Immortal to the SF.
DP got Refresher soon, by the way. He just needs to buy it.
But it will sacrifice buyback. So that's the next menu to keep up running. It's like how long, like how many heroes have buyback when they go for these fights? Newbee again, a 5-man smoke up, so we have it on Omni Knight as well as Death Prophet. Everyone else is just a little bit short. Mugi by 400.
Triple Ravage soon, by the way.
How long until refresh is up?
10 seconds.
10 seconds to refresh. That's more than enough time. Waiting for Fada to jump in right now. The initiation is pretty thick and fast. Fada is nearby.
Okay, Fada doesn't have enough mana to triple Ravage. He actually doesn't have enough mana.
Real issues. Someone give that man cheese.
Wait, how does it work? 375, Refresher Shard is for free, right?
Yeah, so you need to have like 3 times 325.
And you need, okay, so what needs to happen is you jump in, you Ravage, you mana boots, you refresh, you mana boots, you Ravage, you mana boots again after refresh. You need to mana boot 3 times for sure.
Well, that'll take care of
1 Ravage.
Well, yeah, and still be short.
Yeah. It's not perfect, but he needs more mana, man. He's going for Aghanims, actually.
He actually comes tough. Okay, Ravage #1. And they can move on to the second. That's a lot of damage. SCC's dead. Both of them have buyback available, but
it's not how you want to die.
A double kill for CTY. Ace's ultimate. Oh boy. Like with 131 points of stolen damage, that Eye of the Storm is, he just moves forward.
Yeah. So he used the first refresher now.
Okay. So Ravage is back up.
Yeah, but he barely has mana to use it.
And it's enough. But Ace is losing the Eye of the Storm. So pick up over on CTY. Fada still waiting for the perfect opportunity. The double buybacks have come out from Newbee. So the expense
and they're just running away
is very
again.
High. Hey, why not? You've done severe economical damage.
No, I mean, it's good that they run away, but they just can't hold them back. Because usually what you want to do is you want to initiate first and then buy back. But he just bought back and just run away.
Yeah, it's also almost got Aghanims up top.
Yeah.
Why is he building Aghanims? I suppose the kickback on the Death Prophet's going to be really useful.
Yeah, you can kick DP back really far.
And with that, then Exorcism is pulled out of the fight. Like we talked about the space creation, which comes in from a Tidehunter when he burns his own Ravage. But, well, okay, Exorcism grants haste. You're going to bring him back in pretty quickly. Now that level 25 talent is up. Is this when we do the 25 check? Like we've got
Rubik 21.
Now what do you got? So we've got the 1400 Timber Chain. Rubik's a little bit further away from his 25. Tuskar's probably get the nearest closest one. 25% cooldown reduction. What's Tuskar's 25? Walrus Punts and Ice Shards.
I think Ice Shards for him. What did Tide choose? The cooldown reduction, right? 25%.
Yeah, he got cooldown reduction.
That is so massive with the refresher as well. And then SF, of course, took the 3 damage per soul. And Razor took the passive.
Oh. With an Aghanim Scepter as well. I don't know if that's really the play, though. He doesn't have mana. he's getting an Aghanim Scepter on the Tide Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, the AoE gush is quite nice for team fights.
Yeah.
There's actually 10 armor reduction. Yeah, he chose the on level 20. He chose the -4 gush armor talent instead of the Kraken Shell damage block.
Combine that with the Assault Cuirass, that is a lot of negative armor.
-15 plus the aura -21.
Okay, well, Kaka is then at -1 armor. If he gets hit by that, the Death Prophet will be at 9. Not depending on what aura she's around.
Timbersaw will be at 12 only. He doesn't have any charges up right now.
Here the Aegis Immortal being reclaimed, so no extra life for the SF, but he puts the MKB back into a fight. I still find it absolutely hilarious that they never finish the Silver Edge.
Yeah.
Like, he must have been building it, and maybe Team Secret just like, no, like, build this instead.
If he even understands them, they're probably like...
True. Kaka, checking the tree line. Shards and Wall in return, just in case anyone from Newbee was going to hang around, but...
You know when you press control and alternate, then you can suggest items or like ask for suggestions?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he did.
we get that pop up when someone does that.
Oh, we get that too?
Yeah, we see that when that happens.
Oh, that would have been so funny if he actually did that.
Well, during the draft, we saw the translator in the room.
Yeah, she was talking a lot.
Yeah. And it happened just before the SF was picked up.
Yeah.
So when we noticed it.
He was probably like, just give me that and I'll own them.
Scythe of Vice now up for the Timbersaw.
Yeah, but no buyback anymore.
New disable available. He's holding onto the cheese because they're going to switch at the Lotus Orb, but that Scythe of Vice isn't active yet. It's got another 5 seconds to go, but they're burning through the Ranger. Now the Storm, Ravage number 1. They're protecting. Oh, the SK! The damage when you got the BKB SF buff. Faith and Karka just evaporate. Wants to follow with that third speed. Yadakov. The Sharks just think once more. Not a waiting to damage in. And they kept him off. Needs to have some guns. The Rapid connects over on 2. The Gush being pushed back again. Barter's low on armor, but it won't matter when the supports arrive. Barter back in once more, standing in the middle of everything, allowing the rest of Team Secret to pump the damage in and to hopefully, if they can do it, team wipe Newbee. There she is. No buybacks available. Damage will be done at home. Worse than a termite-infested house.
Well, we gotta give Newbee some credit, right? Because they held on so long without any physical DPS whatsoever.
Yeah.
But
they really did.
But we said at some point it's gonna fall off and they just can't contest the Secret's lineup anymore. They have too much late game and...
This is so huge for Secret as well now.
They're gonna qualify?
They will get through. And if they take this win, like, they don't finish yet, but if they take this win, any throw is possible. We saw what happened earlier today. Like, if they take this, they eliminate LGD, I believe, from the group.
Yeah, LGD is then out, and
Team Secret will advance through, and there will be no tiebreakers with this result.
No tiebreakers, indeed.
As if they can still wrap it up. Burrow strike forward.
They're probably going to get all
the Fat Lady sings.
Yeah, but they're probably going to get all 3 sides because DP's still there for 50.
Yes, that's such a long death time.
Yep. Especially brought back like straight, so it was like 115 seconds.
Well, they're going to fortify. Snowball is what the Rubik was able to steal. Karka.
Refresh out on Razor now as well, by the way.
He'll have double ulti in 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So
not that they
can melt through the towers with Death Prophet still being dead for 10 more seconds. So they just jump forward. Moogie trying to be protected with the Lotus Orb. Timber chains away. Static Link stolen 184 points of damage, I think that was. And 922 crit onto a poor little Rubik. 2 heroes dead once more. And Newbee, even with Death Prophet coming back to life again, it just doesn't look like they're going to have the numbers available to defend this. The tier 4 towers are exposed. The Megas are up for Team Secret. And they're beating in to the tier 4 towers. Death Prophet's alive. This is the last hurrah for Newbee. Ace jumps in. Instant static link cancel. They got 8 damage stolen out of that one. SECC turns on the Exorcism as well as the BKB. Needs to have another attack. Now Fada. Ravage number 1. Ravage number 2 follows up. The BKBs protect a couple of Newbee, but they realize it's over. It's GG. They've lost too many. And Team Secret take 2 games. Fantastic round for them. And exactly what they needed in this group stage.
Yeah, it was a pretty action-packed game, but in the end, you know, the draft was like tailored around ending the game like mid-game or late mid-game. Yeah. But once they actually reach late game, they have absolutely no chance against all these